We begin with our top story this hour. President Cyril Ramaphosa has again urged the country's men to look after and not abuse women. He delivered the annual Women's Day address in Richmond, KwaZulu-Natal today. Today marks 66 years since the historic Women's March to the Union Buildings in 1956 against brutal apartheid pass laws. Senior reporter Siphamandla Goge joins us now. He's obviously been following the details around what the president had to share with those who attended the event today. I mean, Sipa, the president has obviously wrapped up his address and he spoke about a lot of things, and he made an example when speaking about issues around equality using Banyana Banyana and the salary disparities that continue to plague us as women in South Africa. Tell us more.
Indeed, there were three main themes that I picked up here. One was the issue of addressing gender-based violence and femicide. That is the scourge that is currently in South Africa, whereby women are being killed by men. So the president's speech touched on that. And another aspect of it was the issue of equal opportunities for women, saying, for instance, the issue of the gap in terms of paying women and men has to come to an end, making an example about how, despite winning the continental tournament, Banyana Banyana did not get what it was, or should I say the players did not get what they were meant to get, compared to if it was Bafana Bafana that would have won the tournament. So the president was making that comparison to say if it was Bafana Bafana it would have been different. Now that it's Banyana Banyana, it's not the same in terms of the benefits that they will get, saying that has to come to an end. But the focus of the speech was to deal decisively, eradicate the scourge of gender-based violence and femicide, and the president saying it's a societal issue. Everyone in the society, everyone in South Africa needs to come together to deal with that. But yes, women say, we hear you saying that it's the responsibility of the state and the government to protect all citizens, particularly the most vulnerable members of the society, and that is women and children. Let's take a listen to what President Cyril Ramaphosa had to say about the issue of gender-based violence in South Africa.
On average, women still earn far less than men. This was shown or thrown into the spotlight with the victory of Banyana Banyana, and I spoke about this, where I found, Uguti, much as we applaud Banyana Banyana, imali abazoyithola is far less than what Bafana Bafana would get if they won the cup. And I said, kufanele ukuthi kupheliswe lokho, kube ne equal pay for equal work. Ngoba it makes no political, no economic, no social sense whatsoever that we remunerate men for equal work that they do with women and remunerate women far less. And loko sesizakubheka ukuthi kube nomthetho. We must begin to demonstrate our seriousness about equality between men and women, and we are going to do it.
Now, one of the daily struggles women in South Africa face is poverty, Siphamandla. What did the president have to say about that?
Well, he was rehashing and re-emphasizing the fact that in South Africa, women, they are the ones who bear the brunt in terms of poverty, inequality and unemployment, saying something has got to give, something has got to be done to address that. Of course, it's his administration that has got to address that issue of poverty, inequality and unemployment that is facing women in South Africa mostly, and young people in particular. But he was saying all that needs to happen is that you need to eradicate poverty, inequality, and create opportunities for women, socio-economic opportunities. And then after that, you can be able to say you are making strides in terms of women empowerment. A lot has happened in South Africa politically since 1994, but in terms of socio-economic opportunities, women still suffer a lot in this country. Many houses or many homes in this area where we are in Richmond are headed by women, and they are the ones who are responsible for ensuring that they take care of children. And President Cyril Ramaphosa saying they need to be given socio-economic opportunities so that they can break through. However, women say, well, you can create all the opportunities you can create for us, but we are not safe in the country. There is no guarantee that tomorrow we'll be able to go and get those opportunities. But let's take a listen to what he said about the issue of poverty, inequality and unemployment facing women.
In South Africa, like in many countries around the world, women bear the brunt of poverty. And we often say that the face of poverty in our country is that of a woman. But more importantly, it is that of a black woman. And more importantly, it is that of an African woman. 3/4 of female-headed households live in poverty. Since the advent of democracy, we have implemented policies to address the impact of poverty on women. Mothers and grandmothers have access to comprehensive social services, including child grant supports. To support poor families, especially those from single-parent households, learners are exempted from paying school fees and they receive meals at school. And when we talk about meals, people often forget Ogoti lo hulumeni wethu on a daily basis throughout the country. We provide food to almost 9 million young people for 5 days every week. I know of no government on the continent that does that.
And of course, Siphamandla Goge, apart from the issues that we've just heard the President touch on, there were others in attendance, including the Minister of Women. She, in her contribution to commemorating this day, is calling for unity.
Absolutely. She says that's one of the things that will ensure that South Africans are able to decisively deal with the issue of gender-based violence and women are empowered. It has to be a collective effort. We need to unite behind this fight to ensure that women are protected in South Africa. Both men and women need to work together. But I guess the emphasis should be put on men to say, stop abusing women, stop violating women, let them be, let them live their lives. Really, the burden does not need to be put on women for that. They should be able to enjoy their lives. So the minister there, Maite Nkwane Mashabane, is saying, well, we need to unite in dealing with this scourge, gender-based violence and femicide. South Africans need to work together in eliminating the scourge. Let's take a listen.
Gender-based violence and femicide, we, meaning men and women, South Africans, need to work together to say these pandemics need to be buried at the same time. It is not impossible, with the President taking the lead and trying his best to support us at all odds.
That is senior reporter Siphamandla Goge in KZN covering the official Women's Day celebrations, which heard from the President, who gave the keynote address earlier on this afternoon. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, Siphamandla. Now, there's nothing to celebrate on Women's Day, and that's the view of gender politics professor Amanda Goos. She says South African women live in fear every single day of the year.